Are you eating more vegetables than ever, but still struggling with bloating, weight gain, and worsening menopause symptoms? If this sounds like you, type bloated in the comments. Today, I'm counting down the 11 worst vegetables for menopause that could be sabotaging your health, from mildly problematic to absolutely devastating for your hormonal balance. And stick around, because vegetable number 1 is the most shocking culprit that's hiding in almost every healthy meal. Meet Carol, a 51-year-old teacher from Wisconsin. Last year, she was frustrated and confused. She'd been following a plant-based diet for months, eating large salads every day and loading up on vegetables, thinking she was doing everything right for her menopause symptoms. Instead, her bloating got worse. She gained 12 pounds around her midsection, and her joint pain increased significantly. What Carol didn't realize was that she was eating 7 of the vegetables on today's list every single day. Within 5 weeks of eliminating just 4 of these problematic vegetables from her diet, her bloating disappeared. She lost 8 pounds, and her joint pain decreased dramatically. Here's what's happening in your body during menopause that makes certain vegetables problematic. Your digestive system becomes more sensitive due to declining estrogen levels, which affects gut motility and the production of digestive enzymes. Your body's ability to process certain compounds like oxalates and goitrogens becomes less efficient, potentially leading to inflammation and nutrient absorption issues. Your thyroid function often becomes sluggish during menopause, making you more sensitive to goitrogenic compounds found in certain vegetables. Your insulin sensitivity decreases, making you more reactive to vegetables with higher glycemic loads. Additionally, your body's natural detoxification processes become less efficient, making you more sensitive to naturally occurring toxins in some vegetables. The hormonal changes of menopause also affect your gut microbiome, potentially making you more sensitive to certain fibers and compounds that previously didn't bother you. Understanding which vegetables to limit or avoid can help reduce inflammation, improve digestion, and support your body through this transition. Let's dive in. 11. Canned vegetables. Canned vegetables might seem convenient, but they're loaded with hidden sugars, excess sodium, and preservatives that can sabotage your weight loss efforts. The canning process destroys many of the beneficial nutrients while concentrating the natural sugars, making them more likely to spike your blood sugar. Most canned vegetables contain added salt, which can cause water retention and bloating, making you feel heavier and more uncomfortable. The high sodium content also increases inflammation, which becomes more problematic during menopause when your body's natural anti-inflammatory defenses are compromised. The preservatives and chemicals used in canning can disrupt your gut bacteria, which plays a crucial role in metabolism and weight management. A healthy gut microbiome becomes even more important after 40 when hormonal changes affect digestion. Choose fresh or frozen vegetables instead. If you must use canned vegetables, look for varieties with no added salt or sugar, and always rinse them thoroughly before eating to remove excess sodium. 10. Pickled vegetables. While fermented vegetables can be beneficial, most commercial pickled vegetables are made with vinegar and loaded with sugar, salt, and artificial preservatives. The pickling process often destroys beneficial probiotics while adding inflammatory ingredients. The high sodium content in pickled vegetables can cause significant water retention, making you feel bloated and heavier. This is particularly problematic during menopause, when hormonal fluctuations already cause water retention and weight gain around your midsection. Many pickled vegetables also contain artificial colors and preservatives that can trigger inflammation and interfere with your body's natural detoxification processes. Your liver becomes less efficient at processing toxins during menopause, making these additives more problematic. The high sugar content in many pickled vegetables can spike your blood sugar levels, triggering insulin release and promoting fat storage. This becomes more problematic after 40 when insulin sensitivity naturally decreases. If you enjoy pickled vegetables, make your own using natural fermentation methods without added sugars, or choose naturally fermented options like sauerkraut or kimchi that contain beneficial probiotics. 9. Frozen vegetables with sauces. Frozen vegetables with added sauces, butter, or seasonings are convenient, but often contain hidden sugars, unhealthy fats, and excess sodium that can derail your weight loss efforts. These additions can turn healthy vegetables into calorie-dense, inflammatory foods. The sauces often contain high fructose corn syrup, which is particularly problematic for women over 40 because it bypasses normal satiety signals and promotes fat storage around your midsection. It also increases inflammation and can worsen insulin resistance. Many of these products contain trans fats or inflammatory vegetable oils that can increase inflammation gain, and interfere with hormone production. During menopause, when hormone balance is already disrupted, these inflammatory fats can worsen symptoms and promote weight gain. The artificial flavors and preservatives in these products can disrupt your gut bacteria and interfere with nutrient absorption. A healthy gut becomes crucial for weight management during menopause when digestive function often declines. Choose plain frozen vegetables and add your own healthy seasonings like herbs, spices, olive oil, or lemon juice. This gives you control over the ingredients while maintaining the convenience of frozen vegetables. 8. Vegetable chips. Vegetable chips might seem like a healthy alternative to potato chips, but they're often just as processed and calorie-dense. Most commercial vegetable chips are deep-fried in inflammatory oils and contain added sugars and artificial flavors. The high-temperature processing destroys most of the beneficial nutrients while concentrating the calories. A small bag of vegetable chips can contain as many calories as a full meal, making it easy to overconsume calories without feeling satisfied. The inflammatory oils used in processing can increase inflammation and interfere with hormone production. During menopause, when inflammation naturally increases, these processed foods can worsen symptoms and promote weight gain. Many vegetable chips also contain acrylamide, a potentially harmful compound formed during high-temperature processing. This compound can interfere with metabolism and may contribute to weight gain and other health issues. If you crave crunchy vegetables, try roasting fresh vegetables at home with a small amount of olive oil and your favorite seasonings. This gives you the crunch you want without the inflammatory oils and excess calories. 7. Corn. While technically a grain, corn is often treated as a vegetable and can be particularly problematic for weight loss after 40. Corn is high in starch and natural sugars, which can spike blood sugar levels and promote fat storage, especially around your midsection. Corn has a high glycemic index, meaning it causes rapid spikes in blood sugar, followed by crashes that can trigger cravings for more high-carbohydrate foods. This becomes more problematic during menopause when insulin sensitivity decreases and blood sugar regulation becomes more difficult. Most corn in the food supply is genetically modified and heavily treated with pesticides, which can disrupt your endocrine system and interfere with hormone balance. During menopause, when hormones are already in flux, these disruptions can worsen symptoms and promote weight gain. Corn also contains compounds that can increase inflammation, particularly when consumed in large quantities. Chronic inflammation becomes more problematic during menopause and can interfere with weight loss efforts. The high starch content in corn can feed harmful bacteria in your gut while crowding out beneficial bacteria, disrupting the microbiome balance that's crucial for metabolism and weight management. If you enjoy corn occasionally, choose organic varieties and limit portions. Focus on non-starchy vegetables that provide more nutrients with fewer calories and less impact on blood sugar. Before we continue, if you are enjoying this video, give it a like. It tells YouTube to recommend it with more women. Subscribe or share with your friends that might need it. 6. White potatoes. White potatoes are extremely high in starch and have a high glycemic index, causing rapid spikes in blood sugar that can promote fat storage and trigger cravings. This becomes particularly problematic during menopause when insulin sensitivity decreases. The high starch content in potatoes can be quickly converted to glucose in your body, leading to insulin spikes that promote fat storage around your midsection. This type of abdominal fat is particularly stubborn and metabolically harmful in menopausal women. Potatoes also contain compounds called glycoalkaloids, which can increase inflammation and interfere with nutrient absorption. During menopause, when inflammation naturally increases, these compounds can worsen symptoms and make weight loss more difficult. The way potatoes are typically prepared, fried, mashed with butter, or loaded with toppings, adds even more calories and inflammatory ingredients. Even baked potatoes can cause significant blood sugar spikes due to their high starch content. Potatoes are also relatively low in fiber compared to their calorie content, meaning they don't provide much satiety per calorie consumed. This can lead to overeating and difficulty maintaining a calorie deficit for weight loss. If you enjoy potatoes, try sweet potatoes instead, which have more fiber and nutrients with a lower glycemic impact. Or choose small portions of new potatoes with the skin on for more fiber and nutrients. 5. Beets. Beets are often considered a superfood, but they're surprisingly high in natural sugars and can spike blood sugar levels more than many other vegetables. This becomes problematic for women over 40 who are trying to lose weight and manage insulin sensitivity. 1 cup of cooked beets contains about 13 grams of sugar, which is more than many fruits. This high sugar content can trigger insulin release and promote fat storage, particularly around your midsection where menopausal weight gain tends to accumulate. Beets also have have a moderate glycemic index, meaning they can cause blood sugar spikes followed by crashes that trigger cravings for more high-carbohydrate foods. This cycle can make it difficult to maintain steady energy levels and control appetite. While beets do contain beneficial nutrients like folate and nitrates, the high sugar content can outweigh these benefits for women trying to lose weight during menopause. The natural sugars in beets can feed harmful bacteria in your gut while disrupting the microbiome balance. Beets are also relatively high in calories compared to other vegetables, with about 60 calories per cup. When you're trying to create a calorie deficit for weight loss, these calories can add up quickly, especially if you're consuming beet juice or large portions. If you enjoy beets, limit portions to small amounts and pair them with protein or healthy fats to slow sugar absorption. Focus on lower sugar vegetables that provide more nutrients per calorie. 4. Carrots. Carrots are another vegetable that's higher in sugar than many people realize, containing about 6 grams of sugar per cup. While this might not seem like much, it can add up quickly if you're eating large portions or drinking carrot juice. Cooked carrots have an even higher glycemic impact than raw carrots because cooking breaks down the cell walls and makes the sugars more readily available for absorption. This can cause blood sugar spikes that promote fat storage and trigger cravings. Carrot juice is particularly problematic because it concentrates the sugars while removing most of the fiber that would normally slow sugar absorption. A glass of carrot juice can contain as much sugar as a soft drink, making it a poor choice for weight loss. The natural sugars in carrots can feed harmful bacteria in your gut while crowding out beneficial bacteria. This disruption of your microbiome can interfere with metabolism and make weight loss more difficult during menopause. While carrots do contain beneficial nutrients like beta-carotene, the sugar content can be problematic for women over 40 who are dealing with decreased insulin sensitivity and slower metabolism. If you enjoy carrots, stick to small portions of raw carrots and avoid carrot juice. Pair carrots with protein or healthy fats to slow sugar absorption and minimize blood sugar spikes. 3. Peas. Peas are technically legumes but are often treated as vegetables, and they're surprisingly high in starch and natural sugars. 1 cup of peas contains about 8 grams of sugar and 25 grams of carbohydrates, making them more like a starchy grain than a vegetable. The high starch content in peas can cause blood sugar spikes similar to eating bread or pasta. This becomes particularly problematic during menopause when insulin sensitivity decreases and your body is more likely to store carbohydrates as fat. Peas also contain compounds called lectins, which can increase inflammation and interfere with nutrient absorption. During menopause, when inflammation naturally increases, these compounds can worsen symptoms and make weight loss more difficult. The high carbohydrate content in peas can also feed harmful bacteria in your gut while disrupting the balance of beneficial bacteria. A healthy gut microbiome becomes crucial for weight management during menopause when digestive function often declines. Frozen peas are often even more problematic because the freezing process can break down cell walls, making the sugars more readily available for absorption and increasing their glycemic impact. If you enjoy peas, treat them more like a starchy carbohydrate than a vegetable and limit portions accordingly. Focus on lower carbohydrate vegetables that provide more nutrients with less impact on blood sugar. 2. Parsnips. Parsnips are root vegetables that are extremely high in starch and natural sugars with a glycemic index similar to white bread. 1 cup of cooked parsnips contains about 6 grams of sugar and 27 grams of carbohydrates. The high starch content in parsnips can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar, leading to insulin release and fat storage. This becomes particularly problematic during menopause when your body becomes less efficient at processing carbohydrates. Parsnips are also relatively high in calories for a vegetable, with about 100 calories per cup. When you're trying to create a calorie deficit for weight loss, these calories can add up quickly, especially since parsnips don't provide much satiety per calorie. The natural sugars in parsnips can feed harmful bacteria in your gut while disrupting the microbiome balance that's crucial for metabolism and weight management. This becomes more important during menopause when digestive function often declines. Cooking parsnips, especially roasting or mashing them, breaks down the cell walls and makes the sugars even more readily available for absorption, increasing their glycemic impact and potential for weight gain. If you enjoy parsnips, treat them as you would a starchy carbohydrate like potatoes and limit portions significantly. Choose lower carbohydrate root vegetables like radishes or turnips instead. 1. Nightshade vegetables. Nightshade vegetables, including tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, and white potatoes, contain compounds called alkaloids that can increase inflammation and interfere with metabolism in sensitive individuals. This becomes particularly problematic during menopause when inflammation naturally increases. The alkaloids in nightshades can interfere with calcium absorption and may contribute to joint pain and stiffness, which are common complaints during menopause. Chronic inflammation from these compounds can also interfere with weight loss efforts. Nightshades can also disrupt sleep patterns in sensitive individuals due to their alkaloid content. Poor sleep becomes more common during menopause and can significantly interfere with weight loss by disrupting hormones that regulate appetite and metabolism. For some women, nightshades can trigger digestive issues like bloating, gas, and inflammation in the gut. A healthy gut becomes crucial for weight management during menopause, and any foods that disrupt digestive function can interfere with weight loss. The inflammatory compounds in nightshades can also interfere with thyroid function, which often becomes sluggish during menopause. A healthy thyroid is essential for maintaining a robust metabolism and preventing weight gain. Many nightshades are also high in natural sugars or are typically prepared in ways that add calories and inflammatory ingredients. Tomato-based sauces often contain added sugars, and peppers and eggplant are frequently fried or prepared with inflammatory oils. If you suspect nightshades are affecting your weight loss or causing inflammation, try eliminating them for 30 days and see if you notice improvements in energy, joint pain, sleep, or weight loss progress. If you've made it this far, congratulations! These 11 vegetables aren't inherently bad, but they can work against your weight loss goals during menopause when your body processes foods differently than it did in your 20s and 30s. Your body isn't broken, and you're not imagining the changes you're experiencing. The hormonal shifts that happen after 40 are real, and they require a different approach to nutrition than what worked before. Start small. Choose 2 or 3 vegetables from this list that you eat most frequently. Replace them with lower carbohydrate, anti-inflammatory alternatives for 2 weeks. Notice how your energy levels, bloating, and weight change. Pay attention to how your clothes fit and how you feel throughout the day. Remember, this isn't about perfection or eliminating all these vegetables forever. It's about understanding how different foods affect your changing body and making informed choices that support your goals. If you found this video helpful, give it a like. It tells YouTube to share it with more women who need this message. Subscribe for weekly videos on menopause nutrition, hormone balance, and smart strategies to feel like yourself again. And comment below, which of these 11 vegetables surprised you the most? I read every comment and love hearing about your experiences. Now that you know which vegetables to limit, you're probably wondering what to eat instead. Make sure to check out my video, 15 Foods That Boost Your Metabolism After 40, where I share the specific foods that can help accelerate your weight loss during menopause. You've got this, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way.